When Starbolt released Mortal Online 2, they were expecting a much more niche audience. However, their servers were crushed with upward of 110,000 copies sold through Steam, making it the number 4 highest selling Steam game. So without much surprise, Mortal Online 2 servers are getting hammered 10 days from Sunday, and they are trying to keep up the pace with people waiting in outrageous queues for the mainland after they finish the tutorial area that everyone starts in called Haven. When Mortal Online 2 was stress tested, there was nowhere near the indication that they would be hitting this great of sales, and therefore they were underprepared for the storm of folks trying to play their MMO. Mortal Online 2 is a very sandbox style MMORPG with a dizzying amount of skills to level up. It also features full loot PvP once you leave the Haven area. For now, you should probably stay in the Haven area until they get the queue under control. Also worth mentioning is that Mortal Online 2 is a subscription-based MMO, but due to their issues, they have postponed the subscription fees while they work to get the queues under control. They have also postponed sales of the game to not add to the issue and to take care of their current customers. I do believe this is a sign of great behavior and maturity from the Starbolt team to get things fixed before they rake in more cash and have more disappointed players. They also have a day 1 update that fixed a ton of major bugs that were found as thousands of people started stomping through their virtual world. The good news is that they have announced that Mortal Online 2's queue issues are days away from having a resolution, and they have fixes incoming that should help long term, coming right after that, within the next couple of weeks. It appears they are now hoping to sustain 300,000 players is their goal, and I did stream and try the MMORPG out recently, and my first impression was pretty good. It is very atmospheric, the graphics look great, and it has a feeling of freedom that is often not present, especially in the beginning hours of an MMORPG. The tutorial is good, but doesn't intrude on your personal intelligence, and it looks like there could be a lot of meat on the bone for crafting your own class and living out your fantasy life however you please. The real problem is holding interest in players, with them not being able to get into the mainland of the MMORPG. The average player's attention span is very short, and with so many options out there that are beyond their initial release issues, it will be a tough battle for Starbolt to be able to retain people in Mortal Online 2 for very much longer if they can't play the game that they paid for. I do believe that the steps they are taking are adequate, but I'm not sure how the majority of their newly found player base feels about it. Releasing a full loot PvP game these days is hard enough, but now battling server issues on top of that, I'm rooting for them. Come on, Starbolt, you can do it. They are a small independent game development company, and they are fighting a big boy fight here. I would love to see them pull it off. If you're interested in giving Mortal Online 2 a shot, depending on when you watch this video, be prepared for there to be server issues until at least February 5th, 2022, at the very least, and that's assuming they can get it under control. Most people, myself included, were able to log in, make a character, and play in the Haven beginning area, but you may want to stay there until they get the queue fixed to leave out for the mainland of Mainland. Also, be aware that this is considered a hardcore PvP game. People can kill you, they can take your stuff, and squat on your face and drop a surprise in your mouth. That doesn't necessarily mean everybody will do that, but there will be plenty of thieving murderers out in the world ready to wreck your day. There are safes to keep valuables in towns, there are repercussions to people murdering senselessly, but regardless of all that, this is the kind of MMORPG that Mortal Online 2 is. Mortal Online 2 looks absolutely stunning. It runs completely in first person in a low fantasy setting. It's completely open world, taking place in the world of Nave, and the main continent is called Mainland. It has real-time combat in the open world where each swing of your weapon, you will pick what direction you swing from, and that goes for blocking others as well. Also, since it is completely first person, people sneaking up behind you can actually take you by real surprise. Any ranged attack will have to be aimed, and there is mount combat as well. It does have a deep crafting system with thousands of materials to make tons of combinations of items. It is also running on one server, so all players are on the same persistent world. There's also the option to build your own house or a keep for your guild out in the open world. There is built-in voice chat and so much more. Now, although at the time of this recording sales have been taken down, I will put the link to their Steam page if you're interested in trying it out in the next few days, plus you can add it to your wish list or whatever. Hopefully they can get the queues down and crunch down all the major bugs soon, and PvP fans could have an exciting world to conquer very soon. Let me know what you think of Mortal Online 2 in the comments down below if you played it, or what you think of what I've described about it, or how you feel about the way they have handled launch so far. Drop me that comment down there and let me know, and don't forget to drop me a like to help me gank PvP, the YouTube algorithm. And if you are new here and want MMO news, RPG content, including tabletop RPGs, please consider subscribing for more. And until next time, my friends, God bless and happy gaming. I want to give a major shout out to the members of Napalm. Thanks to their contributions, I can get the equipment and gear that I need to keep this channel ticking, covering MMOs, RPGs, and of course, puppets. If you're interested in becoming a member of Napalm, please click the join button down below. It would be greatly appreciated. And a very special major shout out to the Lords of Napalm, Bounty Code, We Toke Bitcoins, Jared Woodhouse, Daimlos, and Farthest Reach. Thank you for your highest tier membership.